I think it's disappointing because every year when I start selling blueberry preserves, I'm like, what happened to my money? Oh, the bookseller is in town today. I'm like, what happened to my money? Because I'm pretty sure, although I'm not checking all the time, the strawberry preserves must be way more expensive. I'm gonna go check the price. I'm gonna go check the price of strawberry preserves just so I can see if I'm correct. So it looks like base price for the strawberry preserves without the artisan career is 290 gold. Base price, oh, that's a huge drop. The strawberry preserves at base without artisan career were 290. It's 150 for the base blueberry preserves without artisan career. So this is why every time I sell the blueberry, every time I switch from spring to summer and I'm selling blueberries instead of strawberries, I just keep thinking, what happened to all my work and what happened to all my dough? Oh man. See, it's really a good idea to just make as many strawberries as you can, because even if you're just growing them and stockpiling them at all of their different grades, and then one day you decide, I need money, let's just drop the raw strawberries, unpreserved, unwined, just regular strawberries into the box or down at Pierre's, especially if you have the gold ones, you make so much money. Oh my gosh, that's a huge drop, 290 to 150. Almost wish I hadn't looked. It's almost double. We're making almost half for the same amount of work and the same amount of time, but we get a whole lot of blueberries and we're stockpiling so we can keep making money throughout the winter. That's the point for me. I like to have a lot of stuff to keep making money throughout the winter when you are not growing the most expensive crops anymore, even if you should choose to grow the winter specific crops. So for the weather, today it's sunny, but tomorrow looks like a storm is approaching. Thunder and lightning is expected. Spiritual forecast for the day. Spirits are somewhat annoyed because still they couldn't take us out with that possum attack. They're going to be annoyed for a little while until they work it out. Maybe they need to take up a hobby. Perhaps they need to start going out and exercising. It can work for the Stardew humanoids. Maybe it can work for the Stardew spirits too. You know, work out that energy. Put it towards something else, a little less violent and horrifying. Fall's almost here. It's arguably the most lucrative season for farmers, so make sure you're saving some money to buy new seeds. If you haven't upgraded your watering can by now, it's probably a good idea. We haven't upgraded it enough, but it is upgraded, and I'm into it. Yeah, let's do this. Make the iridium sprinklers, and do not know where I'm going to put them. But they will be had, so they can be put anywhere. Now I'm going to grab hardwood from someplace. I'm going to grab copper. I'm just going to grab all of the metals because at this point I don't know what I'm going to need. Why not? Let's just be preemptive. Preemptive strikes. Grab that fiber. I know that can't be all of it because of the event, the green rain event. And also grab the stones. I intend to make some good stuff today. We're going to need as many preserves jars and possibly mayonnaise makers. Mayonnaise, yeah, that's right. Okay, cool. So it takes a copper bar to make a cheese press. That's really irritating because I wanted to use those copper bars for big boxes, but we can make some more. We can make 3 more copper bars. I'm gonna make 2 cheese presses. And let's see, a seed maker. There's no reason for a seed maker right now. It's just really nice to have when you do need it. But I'm not gonna make one because it uses coal. And the coal takes enough time to make that I don't want to use it now. I want to use all of the available coal specifically for more preserves jars. And, okay. Yeah. Not worrying about planting the peach sapling. It's not going to sprout until next year, so I basically have zero concern about that whatsoever. Wait, don't need that moss, so far as I know. Wait, maybe we do need the moss. Is moss a part of the recipe for a mushroom log? I would like to get some mushrooms. We need at least one common mushroom for one of these bundles. And yeah, you need the moss. Where's the rest of the moss? Okay. Oh yeah, I'm gonna be holding a whole bunch of stuff today. A low luck day, I'm not gonna worry about speed. I'd rather use speed on a high luck day when I've got a million things to do. So I'm keeping the coffee. Got the coffee over there, but I don't want to use it today. Okay, so we gave Willie one of his favorite gifts on his birthday, and today we've received a letter from him. It says, "Dear Jules, I'd like to share an old cooking recipe my pappy used to make. It's important the fish is fresh. Willie. New cooking recipe. Chowder. So now we can make our own fish chowder and get that fishing buff made. To Farmer Jules, my knee's acting up again, and you know what helps? Rubbing the darn thing with hot pepper. Trouble is, my supplies run dry. If you've got some to spare, I'd be much obliged. Signed, George." We are accepting that request, and I don't want to pluck the fields dry yet, because if I do, I'm going to have to just keep running back and forth with a full inventory, so I'm going to go take care of the critters first. Make some copper bars. Make some more coal. Oh, I was trying to see what it takes to make more mayonnaise makers, the earth crystals. That's what I'm out of. Don't know how many I want to make. Oh, I think I just heard the copper pop. Alright. Might as well make another gold bar since I'm over here. So the earth crystals, I want to go ahead and put as much stuff as I can. I'm fine with the chickens walking around unenclosed to a certain degree because I don't have a lot of stuff over here right now. Ugh. The copper bars, I forgot. We'll go get some more copper. That's what it was. That's why I didn't want to make them right now. It's fine. The memory has come back to me. Actually, I might lay them out like this and plant a tree in between each one and just make it cute. Oh no, there's not space for that. Can't put a tree there. I can't put anything there right now. Because of these. Because of the saplings, they don't like anything nearby at all. And so I'm not going to worry about closing in everything else because it's not going to matter. They can still get out. Since I'm already down here, I'm going to use the deluxe bait. Just so I don't have to run back for any other type of bait. I think it's worth it. Passive income by way of the fishies. Empty a little space for picking up eggs. I'm really hoping that this grass will finally decide to start growing down there. I'm surprised that it didn't kind of start creeping out when the fence started to break, but I guess it was a pretty unbroken line of broken fence debris for a good while. So I guess that makes perfect sense. Let's just say hello. Good morning, chickie 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 dee. Oh, there you are. Okay. So it takes one piece of hardwood. To make a fence, I'm going to make a couple pieces of gate, and I'm just going to go ahead and I don't know why I would do this right now because it kind of doesn't matter. I'm just going to go ahead and fill this spot back in, which basically is just going to have the effect of trapping the chickens, but I'll open the gate. And then I'll remember where the gate is ultimately supposed to be. Have to go mine for more copper. But in my opinion, making the money from the milk and the cheese is way more important than the other potential uses for this copper right now. The boxes, I can deal with disorganization for a minute. Don't want to deal with it indefinitely, but that's the decision I seem to be leaning toward anyway. Let's go milk cows. Remove the seed, chop some grass for hay, and try to figure out where my other cow is. I don't know if it's even outside of the barn. Sometimes they stray absolutely everywhere. That cow could be up by the chickens by now. I've seen them get out so far, by the way, that they cannot even get back to the barn to sleep. So they just fall asleep in the fields, wherever they stand. It's kind of sad, but it's also kind of horrifying. I'm not trying to trap them out there so they don't even have the opportunity to get back home. I don't know if it negatively impacts their mood at all. Ah, found you. This cow is as happy as can be. Look at this cow. Happy, basically with a smile on its face. Inventory full. Oh no. Oh no. Let's see if I can still get the milk. I'm slightly concerned that I just lost the opportunity to get the milk. I'm gonna have to see if the if the game will register the fact that it's still full of milk. It did. Cool. I could have sworn a long time ago in the past, if I milked a cow and my inventory was full, I didn't get the milk when I came back again. But I haven't run into that in a while, so I don't know if that was something that was a coincidence, or if it was something that actually happened and it's been fixed. Either way, I'm happy it's gone. So, for the time being, I don't intend to keep the barn down here forever. It's kind of crazy just sitting here. This is not what I was intending. But I'm gonna temporarily sit the cheese machines here because I want to be able to, once the cheese is done, I want to be able to run by and remember that it's done. So I'll leave it there, but ultimately I want to start clearing some space way down yonder on the west, northeast, south, on the west side of the farm. And move the barn all the way over there. I like it over there. There's a patch of grass where nothing would be growing anyway except trees or something. And I can set the barn there without losing any grass, but then there's a huge patch, which we will see later, where there's a lot of grass over there. And the cows can just walk out and roam and eat to their little heart's content, which I adore. So, I'm gonna pop to the other side of here and figure out where to start placing, okay, so the original fence line here was right here, but I'm gonna move it over one because that makes it so that, I don't know where I want to put a doorway out of here, probably right here where I just set that. I'm probably gonna ultimately want a doorway in that exact spot. A gate, I mean, so I'm gonna move the line over because that way I can plop some type of sapling down right in front of this door, and everything will be perfectly even amount of slots over here and over there. I think it looks nice. I did that one time. I was kind of thinking about Queen Regina on Once Upon a Time, and I had one apple tree and I wanted to place it down in a spot of honor. So in honor of my favorite evil queen, who wasn't entirely evil and wasn't evil all the way, there was a redemption story, but I'm not gonna lie, I like her so much that I even like her when she's not doing the best of things, making the best of choices. But in honor of her and her red apple tree, I decided I was going to plant the apple tree in front of the coop, and then the chickens have this nice beautiful thing around. I don't need this stuff with me right now. And I thought that was just so adorable that now I'm pretty much going to want to do it in every single game, in every single chicken coop. Quite possibly. What am I missing? I don't need the gate right now. I just want to run and chop stuff, so I might as well keep everything that I could possibly get from running around and chopping stuff. And I'm gonna go down and pick. Oh, I see what. I'm not gonna keep these. I'm just gonna keep one of each and sell the rest for a little bit of extra profit. The chicken... I just ran into my chicken outside of my front door. I'm not accustomed to that. I found that to be a new experience. I don't love the experience, but I also find it quite hilarious. What? No! No, okay, so I'm going to invest in as many extra preserves jars and then fill the preserves jars. This is why I'm packing my blueberries today. So we can make that money, honey. Almost forgot. I'm so tempted to put this... I'll just temporarily put the extra ones right here. I guess in between the egg makers. I will probably end up moving that later. That feels a little tiny bit absurd. Actually, I might end up moving this fence. And then I could have a fence that goes straight from one side through the other. And in winter time, I can just run straight through there because I'll be keeping the fences open anyway. The chickens won't come out during the winter. They stay inside where it's warm. Okay, so that's all of that can be done right now. Let's go get some more yeah, I might. When these hatch, I might just move that the gate. Or I could just add an extra one. I don't know. We'll figure it out. Because the fence isn't going to be done until the saplings are big enough that they won't be upset that there's anything growing near them. The chicken is really liking just standing right there in that one spot. The chicken is in love with that particular place in life. It's very interesting to see. I'm trying to decide if I should plan to put the iridium sprinklers down here in fall. My new decision is, instead of placing the iridium sprinklers down right now when there's no time left to grow anything, I'm going to put them away. Hopefully I recall that they're here. I'm going to decide if I replace some of the quality sprinklers in our current planting area with iridium sprinklers, or if I'm going to just go down and try to clear some different spot in the farm in order to place the iridium sprinklers there instead. But I'm not sure yet. So let's get back over here and start chopping some trees. Before I do that, take a little throat care break. Now, I can really get into planning out my farm, but most of the time, I'm not planning it to be the prettiest thing. I'm planning it to be the most functional. And so, pretty is kind of an aside. I will put prettiness off to the side because I just ultimately want to be able to grow the most stuff and make the most profit, and then later on, if I suddenly don't care anymore, then I can decide fashion before function. Fashion over function. Okay, once I get my energy down, I'm gonna eat that autumn's bounty, but I don't want to waste even one tiny bit of energy right now. So I'm gonna chop a little bit more and get rid of as much energy as I can before I start eating the buff food. Then we'll come over to this side of the farm and start seeing some of that layout, which will be fairly well obscured simply because there's so much overgrowth. But yeah, we're getting the hardwood stumps up. And hopefully we'll get some hardwood seeds too. And mahogany seeds, you've got some new ideas to sleep on. We have increased the skill. I think that's enough. Energy is low enough. Let's eat the autumn's bounty and keep going. Yep. Filled up our energy bar almost completely. Nothing wasted, nothing lost. So we're approaching the area where I truly, truly like to place the barn. I've done this twice already because this little patch right here is just about, in my opinion, this is about the perfect size for putting something like a barn or a coop. I think it's perfect for the barn because the coop already has a place and I don't have a reason to move it. It's kind of cute over there. I can't imagine what else could be cuter in that one area. It's so close to the house, and having my animals close to the farmhouse helps me to avoid forgetting that I have my animals at all. So I see those chickens every day. I will remember to come down here. The chickens are like an alarm to help me remember that every morning the cows are about to hatch too. Over there to catch that wood before it falls into the water. So I like having the chickens near the farmhouse. But I think this space over here is just about perfect for placing the barn. And then the cows can run down, which I'll show after I chop these two trees right here that are right in the way. The cows can run down into this huge patch of grass down here and eat. And there is a lot of grass down here, but it's also a whole lot of extra space for planting. It's a surprisingly large amount of extra space for planting. So I'm going to get rid of some of the wood, the little logs that fell, the branches on the ground. Hoping that the grass will continue growing into all of those little spots just as quickly as it possibly can. Come, 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 come. At this rate, there's no real need. This is what I love this event. I mentioned something about that earlier and I didn't want to say why until I'd actually had the chance. Why am I so slow suddenly? Until I'd actually had the chance to show it in the game, but the Green Rain event makes it so that, in my opinion, you don't have to get into the secret woods at all if you don't want to. I still want to, but for other reasons. It's no longer somewhat of a necessity for trying to complete the community center early on in the game, or really at any point in the game. And with those mystery boxes, sometimes you just get this incredibly unexpected, extremely fly help when you least expect it, so, cool. It just changed up so much about how you kind of have to play the game if you're going for certain things in certain time frames. There was stuff that you kind of had to do. And now it's just giving you all of your choice back. It was fine before, it's just that there was such a press on accomplishing those specific things, and now it's just gone. It's really not that big of a deal. There's so many other ways to play. Instead of eating something else, We upgraded our foraging skill, so we're gonna wake up with full energy, and I need all this time just to run back to the house. So I'm gonna see if I can grab the cheese and start making some more cheese and still make it to bed on time. I'll grab the 4, because in the morning I could put another 2 in. Now, what is this beeping over? Oh, the knee therapy thing. Yeah, Demetrius is not getting that sunfish. So sad. Pam is thirsty. We can bring her a pale ale. I can grab... I didn't grow any hops? Are you kidding? New plan. Hope that I can go to Pierre's and buy some hops starter, because that way I can grow it in the greenhouse once we get it up. Dang, I didn't grow any hops. I forgot. I need to go get whatever plant I totally forgot to grab because I was so busy doing other things. Ugh. Okay, I'm gonna sell the gold cheese right now because the profit right now in my mind is way more important than keeping it for food. I'll sell the sap. I don't want to sell the pine cones right now. I'm gonna chop so many trees and get so many seeds. Maybe I will. Tomorrow's Friday. The woman will be in the woods. I'm gonna sell the pine cones and make a little bit more coal and run along to bed. Checking to make sure there's nothing else I have to pick right now. Grabbing 1 pepper for George's knee. I didn't grow any hops. I'm just realizing this. I totally forgot they existed. Oh, no space for that. Well, phooey. Let's go to bed. Wow. Okay, level up. Level 8 foraging. +1 axe proficiency. +1 wild berry harvesting. New crafting recipe. Warp totem to the farm. Or just warp totem. Farm. But that's where it takes us, to the farm. Tent kit. We can make our own tent kit now in emergencies, and survival burger. So I'm going to play another day and then probably take a... I was about to say take a nap. Probably take a break. Should I play another day or take a... No, I'm going to play another day because I want to see what's up. I'm excited to see what's up in the woods. We made 2,841 gold today overnight. And now it's a cozy rainy day, and the cat is ever just so slightly in our way. Tomorrow, it's going to be beautiful and sunny. And the spiritual forecast for the day. The spirits are in good humor today. I think you'll have a little extra luck. What will we do with our luck today? That's not what I'm trying to do. I'm trying to rearrange the inventory. Huh. Really want to go to the mines. Pretty single-minded about more copper. So many options. I literally have redundant seeds over here too. I'm starting to see some of the redundancy in some of the redundant seeds. Do I need... I could eat the pepper poppers for speed today. I'll take them, and if there's a whole lot of stuff that has sprouted, which I'm not sure about. I mean, some stuff has sprouted, but not enough for me to worry about it. Okay. Alright. Lightning. Lightning isn't so frightening. Thunder and lightning aren't so frightening. Good morning, chickie babies. What's up in the clucking hood, baby? I can't, oh phooey, I forgot I can't pull the stuff out of the hopper because I just fed the chickens. So the coop is of the opinion that I don't need any hay. So the proper amount to give me is 0. Did it to myself. No! I was trying to put it in the rod. Yikes. Oh, that's actually exactly where I needed it to be. Let's go take care of the cows. Yeah, I'm gonna drink a coffee. Start running around town. Could be a good day to fish, too. Boom. Plan executed. Waste 0 time, make maximum profits. Waste 0 time. So much time has been wasted. But it was all for a reason. Pull the hay out of the hopper. Store it in the box for emergencies. And the milker out of the way. I need to run by Marnie's and get an extra heater. I got the free heater from the community center and I put it in the barn. The chickens are going to need one this winter. I've got the time, but I'm thinking about it now. And I want to keep them as happy as possible, so I don't want a chance forgetting and remembering after winter. Especially since I can't guarantee that Marnie will be there on the day on which I recall. So let's check and see what this is going to give us, and then possibly run to Marnie's and get a heater. Okay, we've got basic retaining soil, shrimp cocktail, which gives us +1 fishing, +1 luck for 10 minutes, and 225 energy plus 101 health. That's 640. I think that's worth it, but we'll see. We've got truffle oil? That is so expensive. We'll need that later for something, but I don't think we need it that badly. Okay, the basic retaining soil, shrimp cocktail, which I didn't even know they had, and brick floor, truffle oil. Hot oil is so expensive. Stir fry, anchovy, ling cod. I might buy that because I don't enjoy catching those at all. A maple seed. Then we've got spring onion, a squid. I'm probably going to buy that because I also don't love catching those. But who knows? A stump seat, which I think is really cute and I'd kind of like to buy. And a rare seed. So I'm basically going to get the rare seed. It's an investment. Buying the shrimp cocktail because +1 fishing and +1 luck is kind of fabulous and fly. Getting the ling cod and the squid for the aforementioned reasons, so I don't have to fish them myself, and I want that stump seat just to be willy-nilly and silly about life. It's just for fun. So, what's blinking at us? Knee therapy, bring Georgia a hot pepper. No, Marnie's at work. Fabulous. Let's get another heater. I'm not gonna worry about anything else right now. The shears, I'm hoping I can get upgrades in such timing that I don't need the shears just sitting around. And I should probably just run straight back up to the farm now because my inventory is silly with stuff. I should go to the mines and get more copper. Now first, I don't know if I want to put that fence portion here or if I want to wait until later and move this maker and put it here. But for the time being, I'm going to just put a little bit of hardwood fencing here. I think I'm going to end up moving that maker later on. And then I'll just have a fence section, like a gate over here and a gate on the opposite side. We got wood, let's go make some more coal. Clear some space so we can come pluck our crops. $100%. Don't need that, nor that. And almost can make one more preserves jar, but not quite. Can make one more. Almost can make two more, but I'll wait until that almost becomes a definite. And leave behind the gate. Oh, I could go just put the heater in the chicken coop. Put the chair down later because I'm slightly concerned that it's going to waste too much time trying to put it in the right spot. I don't know where I want to put it, so there is no technical right spot, but that only adds to the problem of time. Seed, and I keep taking the watering can so I can remember to refill it completely, but I'm not remembering to refill it completely, so why bother? Let's go back and pluck. On the chillaxy, relaxy, sleep-inducing, quiet, rainy Stardew day. We got one more gold corn. Put that in the community center box. We are one gold corn away from getting that 5 that we need, and then just focus on next season getting the pumpkins, because I completely forgot in all the hullabaloo of the trout derby and everything else to buy more melon seeds. So there is no point in having the gold melons over here unless I just, well, I guess worst case scenario, I do pumpkins, and either way, might be able to grow some excess stuff over the winter. I might still be able to complete that quality crops bundle without going through too much, but I'm thinking I'm just going to go hard on buying pumpkins because I don't really see a better approach right now. Let's see. Don't need any more gold for anything today because the only other thing to upgrade right now is the copper pickaxe. No. This would have been a great time to be able to upgrade the watering can, but didn't think of that, so it's not getting done. I wasn't planning for it, I would have had to plan. Put that away, gonna go to the mines, sell this and that. Yeah, that sounds like a plan. I wonder if I should drink an espresso now. You know what, forget that, I don't want to waste it. I think it'd be a waste at this point. Let's go warm the chickens up. Well, we won't turn the radiator on until winter time. We don't want them too hot. We're not trying to, we don't want our chickens in here frying without us. That would not be a good thing. I don't know where to put it. Just put it there. What now? Oh, macadamia? Oh, I forgot what I'd named the chicken. Drink the coffee and go run the rounds. Check Gus Gus, see what he's got for sale. Might as well go down onto the beach and see if there's any good foraging. Oh, I've still got the wood. Should I make 2 more preserves jars? I think I'll just keep the coal right now for making bombs. And I will take this to town. Because it gets me to the beach, so much faster. Go check Gus first. Beach later. Forgot. Shoot. Yeah, I used the button to. Yeah, I used the button that accidentally takes the pepper out of my inventory when I put the rest of the summer stuff away. I wasn't trying to take that one pepper out. That was for George, but I forgot. Crispy bass. It's not a lot of energy, but it's a lot of magnetism, which can be good for mining and can also be good for foraging, to be able to pick up all that extra stuff in a hurry. But more importantly, somebody really likes crispy bass as a birthday gift, so I'm gonna get both of those, and then I'm gonna whimsically give Gus a plate of his own food. Oh goodness, are you sure? He likes it. Business has been really good tonight. I'm pleased. Are we manifesting, Gus Gus? It's still the middle of the day. Tonight has not yet come. Unless maybe he's just been on the job for that long. Either he's been at it since last night, or he's been at it for so long that he doesn't... I mean, temporal concerns are of no concern to him. Another clove. We know what that's like. I think it just fell, actually. And not in the mug. Oh, let me take a moment and look. Turn on a light and see what happened. Because I'm pretty sure that did not go in the mug. Yep, it fell. Let's take care of that. Trash can is inches away, so not a big deal. And now that I'm out here, it's tempting to fish. There's stuff that you need to catch when it's raining in summer. And I'm pretty sure some of it is at the beach, plus our speed buff just ran out, so we're kind of stuck down here per se. Not really stuck, but kind of stuck. Because it'll take so much time to go anywhere else. Oh, another rainbow shell. Lovely. Sell the gold one, props. Let's fish for a little while. Let's fish on a calm and peaceful day. See if we can catch... What is this? We got a tuna. A lost book. You found a lost book. The library has been expanded, and we got some gold. Always appreciated. I'm just gonna move a little closer to the door so I can run in there in a hurry. I think I need to stop fishing early so I can get back to Pierre's, but there's no emergency whatsoever to make this money today, so I might just stay out here until right before Pierre closes, sell all the fish, run on to the mines. We are catching red mullet, and a lot of it. And we caught a red snapper. We got the fish we need for the community center. Let's keep going for a little while. And this might be another one. Apparently it's a sinker. That's a flounder. I was just about to call that a tilapia. They don't even look the same, but I think they're fairly similar in shape. Grab the treasure and keep on rolling. Got a piece of coal. I'm gonna see if I can catch another fish or two. Ran into my desk handle, did not hurt much though. That was that tiny flippity metallic noise. Got seaweed. That is not a fish. Going for one more. Got one more. Okay. So now I have to decide. I think I'll keep both of the red snapper. Maybe I want to make a fish pond full of snapper. I don't know. I'll sell the gold rainbow shells, 450. One of the tuna. Both of the iridium red mullet. I'll keep the flounder because, I don't know, maybe I need it for something. I'll sell the gold sea urchin. Don't think I need that. And came down to, well, didn't come down to sell the 2 periwinkle, but I'm down here, so let's sell it. I was actually intending to throw that into the shipping box, but then I realized I'm gonna come down here anyway. Let's get the money now and run. Haven't gotten a prize ticket in a while. I'm not thrilled with that, but I can deal. Ugh. Checked it already? Good. What do you want? Alex asks. I've got more important things to do right now. I wanted to stop by and tell you that I've got more important things to do than check on you for a while after you've said this to me. Okay, so, nobody's birthday. Ugh. We got broccoli seeds. This is a new thing with the update. Broccoli seeds. It's a seed. Plant in the fall, takes 8 days to mature, and continues to produce after first harvest. So we're going to have the plants to plant in the fall, and we picked that up the other day because I guess technically in summer it's already too late. Yeah, we need this for here. Let's go ahead and put the red snapper in, running right past the community center. Why not? Guess it's too late basically to plant much of anything in summer, so when you get late enough into the season, you start getting seeds for the next season instead. Okay. I don't think there's anything else in here that needs to go into the whatever you call it, so I'm gonna run to the mines. Okay, unexpected foraging. Why? The only thing that I need to do right now basically is... forgot to buy hops. Really gotta buy hops, just in case I need to... I mean, it's not an emergency. I don't absolutely have to get it this year, but I'd love to have some off to the side, just in case I have to grow them, inside of the, whatever you call it, the glass house. Take everything out and just start over again. It's easier that way. Okay. Food. Buff foods. And placekeepers for bombs. More placekeepers. No. Need space for iron, placekeeper. And that's all we need. Let's do this. Have absolutely got to get more copper. It's ridiculous at this point. Just gonna go in the lower levels. Get more copper, get more stones, just bulk ourselves up for the winter. Although in reality, I'm like, hey, let's gather this stuff and keep it for when we need it. We need it now. So I keep coming to gather it, keep using all of it. Made the cheese makers, forgot that I was trying not to so that I could make the big chest. Organization is of the utmost importance to me. Actually woke up today in real life, started reorganizing. Stuff is just out of whack. I know what to say. It's been a weird year for me. Everything has been out of whack. Reorganizing is part of the least of which. But it's really not. I find it very, very difficult to function in the way in which I desire if I don't have certain things the way I want them. And so something like organization, disorganization, if it's bad enough, can have the quality of negatively impacting that stuff. It kind of depends on what's disorganized and in what way. Otherwise, one of my superpowers, apparently, is that what looks to other people like massive disorganization generally just isn't to me. It's generally just something so specific to me that nobody else can figure it out. I think I used to be confounding as a child because I was being taught organization, and I guess it didn't look like I was picking up on it. There's nothing that great up here, but I'm just gonna keep smacking for stones because I truly need them all at this point. I guess it was looking like I wasn't picking up on the organization, but my mind works in a certain way, and maybe it's that ADHD edge. Like the autistic edge really enjoys organizing non-stop. I can do it for hours, I can do it for days. I've taken up projects where it basically never ends. But it seems like maybe the ADHD side really enjoys that organization being a little bit non sequitur. So it makes perfect sense to me, and I'm the only one who matters because it's my organization, but other people don't think there's any going on. They think it's a total mess. Although I have noticed, interestingly enough, sometimes people can look at it and they can see the organization. I showed somebody what I thought was a big area of total chaos that was bugging me because, you know, I was doing something, everything was in upheaval, I had to move stuff to get something done. I can't remember if it was when I was repainting my desk surface, but I had to move everything and I thought everything looked like a nightmare, and I showed this person, oh, here's the chaos I'm living with every day. And they said to me, oh, well, I can actually see that you've got organization going on inside of the mess. And I was like, you can see it? Because I did. I was trying, had everything in specific containers, and they were a certain size, and they were in a certain area. But overall, I was just kind of bugged and bothered that it was all in the way where I didn't need it. I will say that this person was also autistic. So it might just be that having that different capacity to see the patterns and how everything was unfolding, it was easier for them to look at it and see I actually was organizing inside of the chaos. When I was a child, I was pretty surprised because someone I knew who was always distressed, like in that caretaker position, they were always distressed that I didn't have things organized the way they like stuff. Eventually, one day, just said to me out of nowhere, you know, your stuff always looks like it's in a mess, but you seem to know where everything is. And I realized in this moment, actually, a lot of things changed, behaviors changed and stuff, and I realized in that moment they kind of opened up and saw I was doing it. I was organizing just in my own way. And a lot of people, they just can't process that. They only process what makes sense to them. So I was pretty proud in that moment. And it made my life easier because then I was able to kind of keep going in a way that was healthy for my brain and my needs, instead of having to tweak that one thing to completely match somebody else's. And it just kind of kept going from there because I think once they realized that I can think that way, it turned into, weirdly, a whole lot of projects to help them organize their own stuff, using me for help. So I'm going to try to run out of the mines today before we pass out. But I don't know if I have time because I want to run over here and get this box in case there's anything really cool inside. Oh, there was coal. It was worth it. I know we can get back to the house if I'm out by 1:20 once the mine carts are fixed. So not too worried about that anymore. I'm gonna take all of this stuff back to the house. You don't really need the fish, but yeah. Leave the weapons. Take this. I will take this one. No, no, no. I'll leave an extra slot open. And then maybe when I run past the makers, the furnaces, I can drop something into the furnace. I actually would rather have 2 copper bars ready for me in the morning. That's way more important to me than using the nighttime. It's more efficient to use the night for the gold since it takes so long. You wake up and it's basically done, but I'm way more interested in having my copper bars back. That's what it's all been for. Okay, so we're selling 4 sap, 4 gold star mayonnaise, 2 gold star cheese, and I don't see anything else that's necessary to sell right now. Let's run back to bed. Can we put some fish away? Gonna put the fish away. Lots of that stuff. And grab the watering can, the scythe. Could have sold the aquamarine. We'll probably sell those in the morning. Keeping the quartz because it is so valuable in so many ways. And grab the iron. Get any iron. Got absolutely no iron yesterday. That I don't really need it to make anything. But see if I have time to grab the pepper and get in bed. Friday to a close. We got some special stuff from the seller, went to the mines making more copper bars. Got to start making the large chests out of those copper bars before I start making some kind of makers or something. And it is now going to be day 27 of summer, year 1. So I'm thinking I'm going to take a break. And when we get back, we will see what the weather is like and what the luck is like and what's going to go on. But I'm going to go take a much needed stretching break, and in thinking like 20 minutes. Be back in 15 to 20 minutes. See everyone when I get back. Have a ball.